Welcome, everybody. It is round 10 of the RSR World Series here at Sebring International. It is a swelter of a day. How you guys doing? Look at that track temp, though. 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Partially cloudy with a 10-kilometer wind to the north. Track length is 5.79 kilometers at 18 meters above sea level. Myself and Craig King are always ready and waiting for something like this to happen. And we're here today. Craig, how are we?
Good evening, Rob. I'm doing well. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Yeah. It's time for the RSR World Series. I'm looking forward to it, Rob. Sebring's one of these tracks I love watching, but I can't drive. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I don't respect the bumps enough. You know, you got to take them out for dinner first before you drive on them. But it always promises some fantastic racing, and I'm really looking forward to it, especially with how close the championship are. Is both of them are, really, to be fair. Championship implications tonight. There are 4 drivers that have a chance of winning the Pro Championship. Oscar Copa, Jesse Jones and Milan Tikins. Julian Kesselhut, unfortunately, I don't think Julian is here tonight, unfortunately. Was the only other car that had a chance to get into the top 3, but no, it's going to be a 3-horse race in the pros. And that also means that the 3-horse race in the amateurs. So, the rules are 60 points for the winner in the first race, 40 points for the winner in the second race. Oscar Copa has a 42-point lead over Jesse Jones and an 86-point lead over Milan Tikins. If Oscar wins the first race, he's champion. End of story. That's for the pros. Now, what about the amateurs? Well, Christian Furs is 79 points in the lead. He basically just has to make sure he gets about 20 points. Well, just make sure he doesn't make a mistake. He doesn't let Thomas Dandridge win the first race. And that's him. That's the championship for Christian Furs. And then comes the battle for second and third, because Harry Wills can't win the championship. But he's 30 points behind Thomas Dandridge. So he can leap up there and get that second place. So there's nothing else to play for apart from the top 3 in both classes. But they are close. And we may have the champion decided after the first race. But who knows?
I mean, the great thing about racing is, who does know? We don't. We certainly don't.
I know nothing. I know nothing. I thought I wasn't going to go into tier 4 today, but here I am. So, you know.
Yeah. Welcome to the life of Ooh.
I mean, I'm still a couple days away from finishing my period of self-isolation. So I'm spending it with you guys, as per usual, on a Wednesday night. Don't you feel blessed? So, the amateurs are starting their first lap, by the way. They are out doing their qualifying, as it usually is, of course. Amateurs first, then the pros. And, of course, it is a hyperpole tonight. It's kind of poetic that the first car out to set a lap for qualifying is the Raidillon TV Ferrari, which is Christian Furs. Let the championship leader lead the way. I'm just seeing where he is at the moment, and he's just coming
around
Bishop. Yeah, he's coming around Bishop into Jean Bien. That's one of my tricky corners, Jean Bien. I can never get it right. Comes around, takes it wide for Le Mans. Very nice there, and uses as much front off as he can, and just gets it back on in time. And then Sunset. And if you thought getting that Jean Bien to Le Mans was hard, well, I find Sunset so many different angles, so many different ways you can take this corner with so many different implications, and it just goes for that traditional out and then in. See the bumps as he goes over the track, and he's going to be crossing the line first, of course. What will be his time? The championship leader will cross the line, and it is a 2:01.802. Daniel Merchant's behind. Sorry, I was thinking of Thomas Dandridge. Callum Beaumont goes pole, though. 201.453, and Zachary Yama is about to cross the line, and it's a 201.665, and then Liam Ahern 201.854. And as they come in, Zachary Yama has just been like probably the most improved racer this season. Has been Zachary Yama. Got some bad luck at the start of the season with some accidents, and I think he had an accident leading a reverse grid race, but
he did. Yeah, he did.
The last 4 weeks, he's just been on it.
Yeah, and I mean, his I rating is actually going shot up. He's actually sitting at 2,500 right now.
Do we say he picked up the right car when he went to Audi? Does he know someone from iRacing
really
get the BOP for
Wait, that's not Audi. What's Audi's catchphrase?
Voicesprung durch Technik.
Voicesprung durch Technik.
I don't think I want to be propelled by that type of automation, but yes. You see the times as you go across. I remember the top 5 in the amateurs will get another go for the Hyperpole, so it's all very vital. Harry Wills, by the way, he was the last one to set a time. Well, actually, Matt Heatrick would be the last one to set a time. Harry Wills, a 2:08.78. That is almost 2/10 faster than Thomas Dandridge, who is currently P2. But Christian Furse is coming around again. A little bit of a tweak at the back. They're braking for Sunset. He'll be coming around again. And oh, those bumps are so annoying. He's gone very wide. He's off the track. And that is it. That will not be a time. So will he make it to Hyperpole is the next question. Daniel Merchant comes across the line and get P6. So he's still in, is Christian. Christian is still in with a chance here to stay in Hyperpole.
Oh, yeah. That's the tire wall.
To quote Amaz, that's a wall. Just seeing, does anybody have the times to beat Christian Furse at the moment? Dean Timms coming around right now. It's a 2:03.519. It's not good enough. Dennis Mesner, a 2:01.907. That's not good enough. So we got Mark Bailey, Thomas Dandridge. Well, Mark Bailey would be the first one we got to look at to see, does he have the time? Mark Bailey crosses the line. It's a 2:01.880. Not fast enough. Thomas Dandridge already P2. What can he do? 2:01.621. Not fast enough. Harry Wills and Matt Heatrick will be the last two. Harry knows he's pole at the moment before Hyperpole. He's got the fastest time. Will he extend his lead with that 2:08.78? He does. 2:05.31. And then I think that was one more car behind.
There is Matt Heatrick. Will he settle that? He's 12th. It's not good enough.
But I'll tell you what.
Dennis
Leiden
Meisner.
Lee, sorry. Yeah, Leiden Lee set a 2:01.463 and has managed to take the championship leader out of the top 5. So Christian Furse will start 6th and will not get another go.
Heartbreaking, I think. Because Furse only has to pick up 20 points out of this. No, well, he needs to at a bare minimum mathematically wise, he needs to pick up 21. He's 79 ahead. So if he picks up 21 points in both races, he is the champion. But he needs, if he did it in the first race by winning, then that is just game ball set match really.
Well, if he wants to get 21 in the first race, he would only need to be in the top 10. And then for 21 in the second race, he would need to be about 6th or 7th. So really, look at it, especially when it goes, it's 60, 56, 52, 48, 44, 40. I mean, I've just gone down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the top 7, and he basically needs to get a P7. So if he stayed where he is at the moment and keeps a P6, he's champion. And that's all we need to, that's basically how you've got to write it right now. If he stays where he is, he's champion.
We got the cars up pro with plenty of Lamborghinis just making their way out onto the track. You just see the 2 Project Dynamic cars there. We have Louis Eggy back. Louis Eggy is back, as is James Armstrong and the boy wonder himself. Where is Milan Tikins. There he is. There's Milan Tikins.
Where's Milan Tikins? There's Milan Tikins. Not in his, not in a replica of his race livery tonight. He's back in the Project Dynamic livery.
Indeed, he is. And I mean, look at the sea of RSRs coming out.
Also, 8 Lamborghinis. I counted 8 Lamborghinis in this pack of pros.
There's 9.
Oh man. So I was mentioning about those 60 points and 40 points. Oscar Copa 689, Jesse Jones 647, Milan Tikins 601. Oscar Copa would practically have to crash. And then if he crashed, he would still get a decent result because it's done on positions, not DNFs, and there's less than the required number for pros. So a crash would practically help Oscar Copa avoid Milan Tikins. Basically, Oscar's turned up, so Milan can't gain points, if you see what I mean. So it is going to be that battle between second and third. That would be vital for Milan, but yes. And of course, I forget that we also have the drop weeks. Now, that'll be one to watch out for. Because if it is a better week for them, they do gain the points. So, we shall wait and see. The drop weeks may be kind. But for someone like Tikins, I think he missed a week. Eggerson missed a week. We don't need to worry about Eggerson in terms of championship implications. You get the idea.
No. Look on the front of Uthman's Lamborghini.
Do I have to?
Yes. Look at the visor. Tell me what that says, Craig.
Hashtag Team Car 55 RSR Esport powered by Butt Kicker Team. Also, have you seen the logo above the Lamborghini?
Where? Oh yeah, Team.
that hashtag is also on the wing with Team written everywhere.
Yeah, because they're Team car number 55 RSR Esports powered by Butt Kicker Team.
Jesse has it, and so does all. Do you think they've just decided to run it and just went to Uthman, hey, this delivery we're running tonight, don't ask any questions?
Yeah. Hey, G Performance, you want to be cool with the kids? Yeah, run this livery.
You know G Fuel, right? Someone was giving away free starter kits on Twitter. You just take the code and type it on the website. First 5 get it. And I thought, oh, freebie. Wait, it's G Fuel. No. But G Performance, maybe.
Yeah, G Performance. Sponsoring Team a hashtag Team car number 55 powered RSR Esports powered by Butt Kicker Team.
We're not getting that changed on the website, are we?
No, not at all.
Oh man. Well, in the Lamborghini class, I mean the Pro class, Alawi is coming down the Oldman Straight to be the first one to set a lap. In 2:05.31 was Harry Will's time. These guys are practically doing the same times, 2 minutes flat. So it'll be interesting exactly to see what Alawi and the rest of the pros do. He'll be coming across the line first, avoids the grass out of Sunset, and his time will be 2:01.045. Jesse Jones, a 2 minute flat 7:05. Ben Smith currently 5th for the pros with a 2:01.146. And Oscar Copa, of course, 2 minutes 5:89. The pros are all coming in and they're struggling to match Harry Wills' time. I mean, they're all doing good for their own times, but yeah, they're struggling.
Well, to be fair, Harry Wills did it on the second lap, so they'll have warmer tires now at this stage to be able to set in laps. Louis Egerton having issues, only able to muster a 2:02 at that lap. So come on, Nicky, don't fall on your roof. No, Tobias Younger having issues in turn 2.
Callum Dent has had a moment Set its first lap at 2 minute 960. Loses it going into T1. Just loses the back.
I'm just seeing Chris Danes having a very bumpy ride around Sunset. I wasn't.
Oh
sure.
my god!
And he did a 1:59.970 on his first lap. Excuse me, man's just on a mission. He's the first 150 in the sub 2 minute category, and he just sent it out of the park.
You almost said in the world. You almost said in the world.
In the world.
In the world. Mind you, his practice time, his fastest practice time, was a 2 minute .003. He's been gunning for a sub 2 minute time, and he finally gets it. And another great drive there from the Audi, and of course, the Mercedes, Harry Wheels. You know, a 2 minute 531 with all the slack people gave. He's just been driving the socks off that Mercedes. And just a shout out for Jesse Jones, by the way, as he's coming across the line to set his final lap. Apparently he dislocated his arm or shoulder or something.
A 2 minute 537 for the dislocated shoulder. Very good. Ultimate Alloy. He didn't set a better time. There's Coper. Coper is in the pits. He's sticking with 5th. Does Armstrong have anything to respond with?
Where is he? He's currently in Sunset. Coming around Sunset right now, takes a wide entry. And it almost hits that barrier. He got really close there at Sunset. Misses the grass. That's the important thing. Calvin Dent in front. I don't think he improves, but James Armstrong is going to be throwing in a 2 minute 338. It's actually 337. Oh, hang on, I've got 338 on one screen and 337 on the other, but he is slower than Milan Tikins by whatever time. But he does put himself up into P3.
And then very casually, Chris Danes goes 500 faster. But
yeah, casually,
they knocked Coper out of the top 5 for pros.
Oh, they did. They did.
For your hyperpole, it's going to be Chris Danes, Milan Tikins, Armstrong, Utton Alawi, and Will Egby. There's one RSR car, and that's Uthman Alawi, and he's the only one out of the 3 of them that's going to be setting a hyperpole. And then we have in the amateurs Harry Wills, Thomas Dandridge, Callum Bowman, Leiden Lee, and Zakaria Yama. So it's looking a bit spicy this time around for this hyperpole. The last one of season 2. As they get lined up, pros will go out first.
That's a spicy meatball, by the way.
I see the Queen.
I don't know why. Yeah. Good
Queen.
evening, Ma.
Good
evening, Ma.
I'll be team mother. How about
that? So apparently, Jesse Jones dislocated his shoulder today when jumping off his truck.
How?
You okay there, Rob?
How does one dislocate their shoulder jumping off a truck?
So the quote from the RSR Discord that Oscar provided everybody. Quote, so, I was on top of my truck sorting the light bar out, went to jump off, slipped, grabbed the cage, and pulled my shoulder out. End quote.
Is he still driving with a dislocated shoulder?
I mean, you can always pop a dislocated shoulder back in, right?
Yeah, wouldn't that be painful, though?
I mean, popping something back in is better than popping, having something unpopped. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
I mean, as they're getting ready, I mean, I shouldn't be saying this. I played cricket years and years ago, and somebody dislocated their finger when out on the field. Now, the closest there was to a doctor was a vet. And while the vet said, I'm a vet, I'm not a doctor, about 5 minutes later, the vet just had enough and just snapped it straight in.
Oh.
The guy taped his finger off and was back out playing. Sebring sucks anyway. Louis Eggerson, do you want to get banned from this YouTube? Because you are cruising for a bruising, son. How dare you say Sebring is sucks?
I mean, I'd have to ban myself then.
Rob, don't. We got a good thing going here.
Sebring.
Yeah.
The last half of it sucks.
Yeah, I'll go with you with that. That's fine. I'm fine. Yeah, but we're fine with that.
Like, yeah, it's way too flat. Like, I know it's on an airfield and everything, but it's flat. Like, I like some variation.
I mean, it was built on an abandoned airfield. Not an abandoned, sorry, a wartime airfield. What do you expect?
But still.
By the way, Chris Danes is letting everybody go by him. I don't know if this is strategy. He wants to be the last car to set a time. That's very interesting, I must be honest. I would not be doing that right now.
Well, he's letting everybody by. He's being courteous.
Yeah, but when you want to be the first car out? Because now you've got the issue that if there's a mistake in front of you, you might get held up. And Will Egby, what is that on the top of your car?
What?
Oh, Will, is that you on the top of the car?
I was wondering why his livery was not there.
Yeah.
Then I saw the face.
That is him on the back, is on the hood, right? On the, not the hood, sorry, the bonnet, the roof. Yeah. He's got his own website and everything. That's adorable. I love it. We just advertised Will Egby. Hey, it works. That's PR for you, Rob. It works. Get your name out there and get someone talking about it. It works.
I'll give him that. I mean, ooh, Harry Will's having issues with the gearing.
Bono, my gearing!
Bono, more tyres. They're gone again.
Oh no. I mean, this is the track that your tyres will go, especially... It's cooked up, by the way. The temperature's gone up by a whole Celsius. It's 31 Celsius, 87 Fahrenheit. So, the temperatures are up. The Alloy will be the first one to be setting a lap. Well, setting a chance to improve his laps because he's in the hyperpole. And goes very wide. I think he might have abandoned this lap and is going to go for one more. They do get 2 laps for hyperpole. So, yeah. That was an abandoned lap. He just set himself up for a faster lap. But Will Egby does not go faster. 2 minute 7.56, and James Armstrong
goes faster.
Does go faster, yeah.
Just bet out Milan Tikins. So he's now... Oh no, he's gone wide. Will he have to abandon?
Yeah, that's an off track.
Rip.
I mean, that's definitely an off track, but Milan Tikins could not improve his time by 3 thousandths of a second. So that talk about consistency. Come on, talk about consistency. He does a 2 minute 3:37 as his fastest time, and then his first lap is the 2 minute 3:40. So great consistency there. Is there any other movers and shakers? Thomas Dandridge is still P2 for the amateurs with a. Oh, he didn't improve his time. Callum Beaumont did improve his times. There are 2:01.107. Yammer unfortunately has not improved. I think that's it at the moment. Chris Danes, yeah, he was setting himself up, and I think he's given up. Yeah, I think Chris Danes is just out there so he doesn't get fined.
I'm out here because cats are kind.
That's a new one to me.
Yeah,
Chris, I think that's it. Chris
I'm going
Danes,
helmet hunting right now. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're going helmet hunting?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see
Brilliant.
if anybody other than the Queen is racing with us today. I am Art.
Now I'm using better TP. I can see who has helmets.
I can just see the Queen leading Milan Tikins down. He dives to the side, letting Milan Tikins get a slingshot around Sunset. Keeping it nice and tight, letting it run out wide. Yeah, there we go. And does Milan Tikins improve? He does!
He does. Wow, and James Armstrong went into the pits. Uthman and Alawi leapfrogged both of them before Tikins got at that time a 2-minute 2:59 for Alawi, with Tikins doing that 2:11. Will Egby comes across the line, is faster at 2-minute 5:09.
Oh, Harry Will's having a bit of a swiggle. A squiggle.
Oh wow, and oh wow, almost hit the wall. 2:01.851. I think that's it. Where's Chris Danes? I think he's just decided yeah, I think he realizes we're gonna have the cameras on him.
Hi, Chris Danes. You did the only 159. Well done.
Hi, Chris. Yeah. Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. He's blinking to us. He's blinking to us. But we got to see this time. Look at him blistering. He's blistering fast coming through Sunset. Can he hold it? He's going really fast through Sunset, and he decides he's gone too fast. He can't control it. He's gone into the pits.
He wasn't even going that fast. Oh dear. And that is...
Don't ruin my fun.
Your fun has been ruined. Let's get them qualifying times up.
Yep, Chris Danes, the only one to set a sub 2-minute time. Sorry, I got distracted there. Sub 2-minute time of 1:59.927. Then Milan Tikins with that 2-minute 2:11. Alawi with the 2-minute 2:59. James Armstrong 2-minute 2:80. And Will Egby with the 2-minute 5:09. Quick dip into the amateurs. Harry Wills was blistering fast. The only amateur under 2:01 with a 2-minute 5:31. So quickly back to those pros. Jesse Jones was 7th. 2 minutes 5:36. And Oscar Copa 2 minutes 5:89. Darius Younger was 2 minutes 7:79, and Calvin Dent 2 minutes 9:60. Let's get to the 2:01s. Thomas Dandridge for the amateurs 2:01.050. Taylor Lane for the pros 2:01.077. Then back to the amateurs. Callum Beaumont runs out the top three, a 2:01.107, and then Ben Smith 2:01.146. Neil Butler 2:01.199. Lyden Lee 2:01.305. Zachary Ayama 2:01.613. Christian Furz at 2:01.802. Daniel Merchant at 2:01.812. Liam Ahern at 2:01.854. Mark Bailey 2:01.880. 8 thousandths faster than Louis Eggerson with a 2:01.888. Andrew Miller 2:01.893. And then Dennis Meisner, a 2:01.907. Matt Heatrick in a 2:02.706. Actually, 3 BMWs at the bottom here. I was saying Heatrick at 2:02.706. Dean Timms, also BMW, 2:03.100. Christian Stockel, 2:04.496. And Simon Dodd, a 2:11.050. Literally, oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh, it's Tarquini!
Oh! Off! It's Tarquini!
So we're just going to be waiting for the first session, the race session to load in.
I'm waiting for it to go up.
Yeah. Now, Rob, while we're waiting, are you aware that the VCO Simmies happened last week?
I was aware, yes.
Good.
Do tell us
Did
about
you
it.
see the winners? Oh, you want me to tell you about it? Okay. Well, one of the surprises of the night for me was best car in sim racing went to the Porsche Cup car in quite a stacked field. We're talking the BMW GTE. We're talking the Dallara LMP2. We're talking the Dallara F3. All these cars.
How did that car get best? Oh dear.
What, the Porsche?
The GT3 Cup car, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly,
who voted for it? Come on, tell the class.
I don't know. You know, I was surprised at that. I was also surprised that we didn't get a nomination for best commentator.
I know, it's a shame.
You know, it would have been nice just to see there best commentator. Oh no, one of us. You know, it can't be Raidillon TV. It's not broadcasters. It's commentator. You know,
just
one year. One year we'll get there.
1 year we'll get there.
1 year we'll get there. But Redline taking away best team. Jimmy Broadbent going along with best social media and the Hall of Fame. Then Fanatec winning best hardware, which that was slightly controversial. Well, people say it was slightly controversial, but I've never had any issues, touch wood, with Fanatec, and I'm actually hitting the wood really hard right now because I'm like, please, I don't want my gear to break down right now. I can't afford new gear. And then who won best real life manufacturer? I think it was BMW. I want to say, I can't remember. The full list is there. It was a really interesting show. I've got to be brutally honest. I enjoyed watching it. And it was really nice to see. Roll on 2021, and who knows? Craig King for best commentator. No. Robert O'Brien, of course. It's Robert. Robert will win best commentator, not me.
I mean, all I do is no.
I was telling Rob Sunday morning. I was just a little bit bored and thought, hey, let's go back and look at all our clips that we highlighted on Twitch when we were using Twitch, and I just had a good chuckle. I just had a really good chuckle because there's me giving the oh no, what's happened, and then Rob just goes, oh no, what are you doing?
What are you doing, fam?
Literally that. It was fun though.
It was.
Those days were fun. Those days were very fun.
Back in day.
Oh my word! That's a meme if I've ever seen it from Pascal.
Oh no! I just saw it. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, okay. So he's basically saying that the Eclipse Racing Team livery looks like the patterns you'd get on a bus from the 90s. I have sat in buses with those liveries before, you know, with that design. But I just said livery. Yeah, I've sat in a chair with that livery. Wow.
Just no. Stop this.
Do you wanna burn it?
Yes. Burn it to the ground. Burn it right now.
Zachary with the comment, did somebody put a tube seat cover on their car? Oh god, it's worse now. You think that's what they use in the underground?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing the Queen doesn't drive that car and drives a Project Dynamic car, which,
a Lamborghini,
by the way, they had their best qualifying. All of them had their best qualifying tonight, including James Armstrong. Milan Tikins, of course, with that very good P2. It's going to be Chris Danes, though. I mean, how do you stop Chris Danes? Does he have the pace outside of hot laps? Because there's hot lapping, and then there's race lapping. And I've never been a good hot lapper. Basically, my qualifying laps will match my race time. So, you know, I come into a race and I'm like, I've done really slow, but oh, hang on. That guy's 2 seconds ahead, or a second and a half ahead. I reckon he won't have that pace in the race. I'm okay. You know, it's like that. So they could be thinking about that, but the pros do have that speed. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they do. I'm going to miss this series, Rob.
It'll be back. This is season 3. Well, there is going to be a season 3.
You just ruined everything. You ruined the hype and suspense.
I'm the professional when it comes to that, okay?
Professional at ruining things. Okay. Oh dear. We're still waiting for the session to go live. They've just got to do the tweaks that they have to do. A little bit of a surprise though, Rob, because the first race is a night race instead of the other way around where the second race is usually a night race. So the big 40-minute race tonight will be at night.
I mean, to be fair, it's better than nothing. I mean, it's better than having to deal with, like, the track being at, like, million degrees Celsius. But I'm hoping, at the very least, that the sun is not going to be on sunset, because that is blinding.
It is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently it's sunset, and session is up. Wow, that was good of me hitting the refresh button.
Yeah, so did I.
So session is up, but yeah. Gonna be sunset from what I've heard. Not sure what time. When we get in there, we can tell people.
It is 5 o'clock when the session starts. It'll be 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock?
Yeah, in the evening.
Wow. I mean, is it the same sim time as like the 30th of December? That's what I'd like to know, because
I would probably say no.
I'll tell you why I asked, because last week the NASCAR Xfinity Series on iRacing went to Talladega, which is great because Talladega's fun. But it was sunrise on Christmas Day. That was the sim time. Which, you think, okay, what's the problem with that? The sun's rising out of turn 1. You're blinded as you enter turn 1. And Talladega's pack racing. So can you imagine how that felt for the first half of the race that you could not see a thing? Well, you could, but it was... You were basically just almost like either watching the guy in front of you or hoping you can see the yellow line and just follow the yellow line.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the only reason I ask, because if it's like sunrise at this time of the year, it's gonna be a very blinding light, and because it's gonna be a low sun. I know that sounds really weird talking about what the sim time is. Like, it will make, the sim date will make a difference. I mean, it makes a difference for temperatures, but for the visibility, I mean, this is next gen strats. You don't get this with AWS. AWS doesn't tell you what the sun rotation is.
I thought it did.
AWS doesn't tell you. No, we don't use AWS here, do we?
No, because we're better than that. Better than AWS.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We use RWS. Raidillon Web Service.
Raidillon. Oh, imagine that.
Raidillon Web Service.
Quiet you.
Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Got any predictions?
My main prediction is watch out for hairpin.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good prediction. Harry Wills, me spinning. Here he goes again. Hey guys, I don't like the Mercedes. And then puts the Mercedes on pole. And that happened for the next week, and now he's on pole again for the amateurs. Oh, I'm going to be spinning, guys. I hate you, Harry. I love you. Sorry.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Next season. It's a love-hate relationship, definitely.
Also, by the way, look at all these. Look at all, like, because we're loading in the deliveries right now. Look at, like, when everyone just on the Lamborghinis in particular, they're just like, oh yeah, let's just stick on something. It'll be fine.
All I'm gonna say is I just had to decide I'd have a look around the how bad the sunset is right now, and turn 2. Sorry, is that turn 2? Sorry. Yeah, coming out of turn 2, you're blinded, literally blinded by the lights.
Nice.
So that is not going to be fun. Yeah, literally turn 2. coming out of turn 2 into that little chicane before the Gurney Bend, you're blinded. Then you're coming down the Gurney Bend, you're blinded. Then you finally get to the straight before the hairpin, and the sun's just in your pillar, and then you're fine. And you're fine for, another however long it's going to be. So that's not going to be fun. And then I think it's the same on the back in what you call the worst part of the track. Oh yes, it is.
I mean, Sunset's not too bad.
No, Sunset's not too bad, but you get blinded coming around Le Mans at the moment. And of course, that key part there is you have to. You can't really see the apex because you're getting blinded by the sun turning into Le Mans.
Oh my god, that sun around like that sweeping right-hander after turn 2.
Yeah, but that at the Gurney Bend, like you just shown, that's bad. But yeah, that little S's after turn 2, that's the worst. But I love how some of the guys have the endurance lights on. Perfect for tonight.
I was wondering what they were because some have them on, some don't.
Yeah, I discovered it because when we did the Long Beach fun race.
Yeah.
And some of these guys had it, and we were like, oh, they've got different things. It's actually a setting. You've got 2 different lights. I don't think it's a garage setting. You've literally got a button.
Oh, nice.
So, at least that's what I've heard.
So you basically are able to blind people.
Yeah. Practically. Not a problem with that, is there?
Yeah, there is. What if I wanted to drive and all I see in my rearview mirrors is umpteen lights coming from a Lamborghini?
I don't know. I will say, I was looking at old Twitch clips, old clips from iRacing before last year where they changed the lighting at night time with car light with the headlights. Oh, it was different.
You mean it was impossible?
It was impossible. I think I remember doing Le Mans last year in the dark, and you're like, I can't see anything. I can't. Oh, there's my brake marker. It was like that. You basically just had to wait it out, and it's not going to be pitch black here today with 2 minutes left until we race, but it is going to be. Well, the lights will be used in 40 minutes. Let's put it like that.
Because it is going to be 45 minutes of racing. It'll be a mandatory pit stop. So they'll have to come in for fuel. And around here, it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. Because we've got 2 new cars. We've got the M4 GT3 and the Huracan GT3. So how they'll shape up, that will be interesting.
I reckon the Lamborghini's going to dominate, and the BMW might struggle around here, just because of the low-speed corners.
Really?
Apparently the grip on low-speed corners of the BMW is not that good. I'm not sure why, but we'll wait and see. We still people predictions. We see Ollie with predictions in YouTube saying go RSR. Yeah, but which RSR? Because let's be brutally honest, they have won the team championship. I mean, they won that like a week or so ago. They're 700 points in the lead. I'm pretty sure no one's going to catch RSR when it comes to the team championship. So really, it's between VRT and Evo.
"40 seconds until we grid up." It's going to be a full grid, I think. Or is it a full lap around Sebring? No, they changed it. That's also been changed. They start from the Ullman Straight.
Oh, they do, don't they? Yeah, they changed that. Thank you. Thank you for changing that.
I'm sad.
You're sad?
Yeah, because I kind of like the full pace lap.
It ruins the cold tires around here, though.
Yeah, but around Sebring, do you want cold tires or do you want people to live?
Both. Is that a problem?
Fair enough. As we get ready to see the guys go ahead and grid up. They're just gridding up right now. You can see Barney there with his flag and a hole in his cap. Oh, it's a full... I can hear the pace car at the start line. It's going to be a full lap around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yay.
Yes. It's a good day today. It's a good day. As you can see. Let's go grid 2.
I'm not happy, Rob. First, you took my Ford away.
Yeah.
First, you took my Ford away. What have I done to deserve this, Rob?
The Ford existing.
As we see Chris Danes on pole.
Yeah.
Get away from that quickly. Chris Danes on pole in the bus seat. I mean, the Eclipse Racing livery.
I mean...
I can't unsee it now. I can't unsee it.
What do you mean you can't unsee it?
That livery, the Eclipse Racing livery, is a bus seat. It is.
Yeah, but how is that a problem?
Because I did like the Eclipse livery.
Well,
and now I can't yeah.
Well, there you go. And it do be like that sometimes. And as we go for a full lap around, the track temperature is 28 Celsius, so it didn't come down too much. The current time is 17:01:35. Track length of 5.79 kilometers at an altitude of just under 19 meters above sea level. It's partially cloudy with a it's a not insignificant wind to the east, 22 kilometers per hour. And I
don't know the east is on this track.
East would be sweeping right to left across the start finish line.
Would it?
I think. You can look it up. You can look it up where it's orientated, and you can.
Yeah, so that's what
make a detailed guess.
That's what I'm gonna quickly do. I wouldn't be surprised if you're right or if you're wrong. Yeah, it's one or the other. Put it like that. Can I get that? Can I get this scene?
I mean, you've got about a minute and 30 seconds. The pace car isn't going to be going too fast.
Actually, wow. So the start-finish straight is literally going east to west.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize that. So, wow. So yeah. If it's currently southeast, well, coming from the southeast. No, is it coming or going to the southeast?
It's
coming from the southeast.
It's an easterly direction, so it's going. It's a 22 kilometer an hour wind to the east.
To the east, yeah. So you get a bit of speed up turn 1, struggling down the Almond Straight. Especially if it's southeast, that's going to be... It's now east again, sorry. So you'll have a crosswind coming down the Flying Fortress Straight, which... Actually, that will be... I don't think it'll be too influential on these cars. But there had been issues before if you're in a lighter car, but these cars aren't exactly light. They've got a lot of machinery in them and a lot of ballast and a lot of downforce, so won't affect them too much flying around the tower turn down the Flying Fortress Straight, but they do get that tailwind on the start finish straight and drive into the wind at the moment as they're down the Almond Straight. Shouldn't slow them down, might a little bit. But they are coming up to Sunset, Rob. Indeed. This is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Why don't you take it away for the penultimate time?
For the second to last time this season and this year, we will be cruising around Sunset. Chris Danes is P1. Milan Tikins is on his right-hand side in P2. The both of them will be cruising around. Let's get the cars on your screens. There they are. Remember, the start zone. Oh! Off they go!
Who's that making a jump?
Who made the jump?
That was Jonathan Hogarth makes a huge jump. And they could be almost 3 wide around the first corner. And Hogarth's gone wide. I think he's realised it and just sat to the back, Rob.
He's giving himself a
push.
Oh,
no. Egby's off. Egby's off into turn 1. He is done. I think he got tapped on the back there from Jesse Jones. He did.
As they were coming into first corner, Will Egby. Oh, he was trying to sneak in. Oh, that's unfortunate.
And at the same time, I did not realise Alawi has gone off as well. What has happened to Alawi?
He made a mistake. He made a mistake coming out of turn 2. He held his brakes though. Good boy. Just trying to make sure.
He's hit the wall.
Yeah,
he's hit the wall. So he's at the back of the field. Amateurs, by the way, went pretty careful there. Harry Wills extends his lead over Dandridge and Beaumont. Beaumont's in a battle. He's losing a lot of time at the moment. He's now side by side with Yama as they come down the Fangio. That is Zachary Yama. Sorry, Christian Fur's right behind them trying to get by. He wants in, but he just decides that he cannot take this free wide. In they go to the Collier, the Cunningham corner into Collier. Yama and Beaumont still side by side as they come down into Tower. And finally, Yama gets by Beaumont. Beaumont has gone down a few places. He'll have to keep battling, but Furs is trying to catch him. This Ferrari is rapid tonight.
He has to make sure that he gets enough points, and like if he got a third, I think that's it.
Yeah.
But he needs to not push. There's 43 minutes left of the race, and he needs to not panic. He needs to just stay calm, keep his mind focused. If there's an opportunity, make it happen, but he needs to keep calm and keep it under control. He's already, I think, he's up 2 positions. Oh, keep it steady, Christian.
Well, he's playing it safe though. He's lost the place to Liam Ahern.
He almost lost it on the wall on the outside, coming through Sunset. He's about to lose another position on the inside. He needs to just calm down. You've got 42 minutes. Don't worry. Just just breathe and get your head back in the game. And
he's not going to try and go turn 2, is he? No.
No. He just wants to defend himself from Daniel Merchant, who's looking like he wants to have a little bit of a slice. Now, the professionals. Where are they? There's Oscar Cooper in 4th position. We're on board with Ben Smith. He started 11th. He's 5th now. So he's jumped a number of places. Well done to him. Louis Egerton, unfortunately, I think he's not had the good start that he wanted.
He had a slowdown. He had a slowdown through Ullman. Through Ullman, he had a slowdown, had to pull over to the side, and he is at the back of the field. I did catch that, unfortunately, for him. So that is the way, unfortunately, it goes for Louis. But the front 3 they're just starting to pull away now. Danes, Teakins, and Armstrong. You can see, even with that accident at the start of the race, you can see how these 3 have just pulled away, and Copa has to catch them. And it's vital. Well, I don't say it's vital, but it's vital that he doesn't lose too much time. So battling against this BMW of Ben Smith is going to hinder him, because I think he will be safe in 4th. I mean, yes, it's a second race, but he would practically be crowned if he got a P4. 48 points would practically do it with that 40-point lead he's got. So yeah, just going to stay in this position, I think, at the moment. He doesn't really need to do anything rash. He is catching. No, he isn't catching. Sorry.
No, he's holding near enough to what Armstrong is doing in terms of lap time. But the 2 guys ahead of him, they're doing 2 minutes, and nobody else is doing that right now. And sorry, I thought that was Chris Daines off on the grass there a little bit. No, he's holding it fine. Now Milan Teakins is going to be thinking to himself, I'm not sure. Is he an outside chance for winning?
No, Milan Teakins cannot win, unfortunately. I know he can. He is a very outside shot. He is 88 points behind Copa. So he basically needs he needs Copa to basically come last in both races.
Yeah. But I don't think Copa will allow that to happen. I think Copa will stick to his guns. and just try his best to finish. You know, the idea of where's this other guy going? Where is he? What position is he in? I think he needs to just let that simmer down for now. Whatever happens, happens. As long as he does well himself, anything else that happens outside that, it's not up to him. It's up to how the other driver is doing. So he'll just be hoping that... Oh, that is Ben Smith looking on the inside of Oscar Koper. Coming through. That was... Jean
yeah.
Onto Le Mans, then onto Ullman Straight. And now Ben Smith is under threat from Jesse Jones, who's looking to see if he can get some slipstream. He didn't have an awful lot of slipstream. The winds... Is the wind doing the cars that badly? I was surprised. How little...
Yeah. I'm amazed at that, because... Did he lift or anything? Because he was right on the back here, and now they're both going to get a little bit of tailwind. And that BMW is pulling. Honest, that BMW is pulling away from that Lamborghini. What has Ben Smith got in that car right now? His qualifying... I don't think he did a very good qualifying lap, but... While he is slower than Jesse Jones, that Lamborghini is unable to catch him on the straights. I was very surprised at that. We'll have to keep an eye on that, because if he can just make a move here, in fact, can Jones now, with a good run down to the Gurney Bend, can he do anything? No, look at Ben Smith pulling away. I can't believe that. This BMW geared really well, and Jones, again, he wants to look for the move, but he's too far away. And all of a sudden as well, James Armstrong's had a bit of a moment. Koper is on the slipstream of Armstrong.
Just to see, by the way, Ben Smith was 7/10 slower than Jesse Jones in that last lap. Yet, look at Jesse, he's not able to pass him. The Beamer is able to hold its own when push came to shove. And Armstrong is now falling back into the clutches of Koper. There's something definitely not... There's something that has to be explained, because this headwind's only 22 kilometers. What's it right now? About 20 kilometer-ish?
22 kilometers still. Yeah.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be affected. If anything, it should be allowing more slipstream, because you're essentially being cut a nice slice of pie through the thick crust that is the wind. You know, that's the kind of analogy that I would take. It's like you baked an apple pie, and the apple pie is the wind. The knife is the car ahead of you, and you're just standing there going, I feel no wind.
Look at the 3 different lines they all took round Sunset. And all of a sudden, Ben Smith is right on the back of Oscar. He wants to make the move, and Oscar's had to go on the defense. Ben Smith is pulling these Lamborghinis right now. You wouldn't think the car that bigger would be the one that's not struggling. They're side by side into turn 2, and they almost touch. And Ben has to yield. And look at what this has done. The train is now collapsing, because Koper's held up Ben Smith. Ben Smith's held up Jesse Jones. And because of what's just happened, Tobias Younger's gone, hello, I'm XSRC. We come to overtake you.
I'm XXRC, and I've come to overtake you.
Yeah. And Calvin Dent's in there now, for, as well, another Project Dynamic car filling up the spots this week to help out the team. It's all happening. This group from 4th to 8th are now in their own little battle, while Teekins is still battling at the front, Chris Dane. So we have talked a lot about the pros, because we do. What about the amateurs? Because with a little battle brewing, Harry Wills, Thomas Dandridge, and Lyden Lee all a second apart from each other. That is 2 VRT guys, and the twisted Harry Wills, the Twisted Racing Harry Wills there, and it's been a struggle for Christian Furs at the moment. He got past Lee Mahern, then Lee Mahern got past him again. He had to get past Lee Mahern for a second time, and I don't think that Ferrari's looking good.
I mean, it's looking fine. It's not damage on it.
No, but I mean, it's not strong round here.
I think he's just trying to get back into the groove. Like, he is fast. And he's actually faster than Dandridge and Yeah, he's faster than Dandridge, who's right behind Harry Wills right now. So there is, if he can get some clean air, I think Christian Furze will be sitting a lot better. I think he's psyching himself a bit too much, I think he needs to just mellow out a little bit. Just sit in the car, just go, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to do this, this, and this, and no more, no less.
Just kind of do the, oh my word, I've just looked at the top 3 in the amateurs. They're bumper to bumper. I was going to have a little analogy, I can't. Thomas Dandridge wants to go around the inside of turn 1 on Harry Wills. He cannot make it, but he sets himself up well. He does not. Harry Wills has got that better line. And with these 3 battling each other, Yama and Beaumont, they get pulled into this. And it's interesting to see how these battles that we've been enjoying. And Harry Wills, was that a slide from Harry Wills? What? I'm sure that car was sliding, but somehow he's kept it going. And Harry Wills had to defend Dandridge, but Dandridge right now against his own teammate, Leiden Lee. Surely Leiden will go, I don't want to overtake you. And oh my, what descent from Yama! His own teammate has just gone, nope, forget teamwork. I'm just going to go straight past you. Did not see that coming at all.
Just to see, this is on board with Zakariyama. And he trail braked right into the open slot. Cool as it like came around. And that's him passing Leiden Lee, his teammate.
I was just about to say, Leiden's going to be going, I don't want to overtake you, Thomas. You're my teammate. I don't want to send it in. And then Zakaria goes, oh, are you silly? I'm still going to send it. And he just goes for it.
What, are you crazy? I'm still going to send that.
But basically, I mean, what a move. I'm a little bit taken aback from that. I was not expecting it.
Now, I want to see. Let's just get the look at the top speed of Dandridge as he comes down. Because they're still equal pace. They're one behind the other. What's going on? Is there no slipstream?
It really is like that today. That wind is really affecting them because we're seeing the moves going up into turn 1. And you see right now, Lee and Yama are going side by side. And meanwhile, in front of them, it looks like Thomas Dandridge wanted to make a move. If he's going to make a late move, he doesn't. But Yama and Lee have to go side by side battling. And Yama's been forced to the inside. He's going to lose that position to Leiden. So again, but that's what we're talking about.
Oh,
like,
on the inside.
Oh, hang on, Yama, no! Saves it. Whoa!
Oh, that is Callum Beaumont. What's going on?
Lads, let me have my talk here about the aero. Come on, lads. Wow, is Yama going to send it again? Lee must know that he's going to do this, and he's letting him have it. He's just not going to give up, and look at the confidence. Yama's taking it again. Oh, this is fun in the amateurs. This is fun. Forget the pros. Let's just watch the amateurs. We know what's happening in the pros. I'm joking because this is fantastic.
Oh, that's Thomas Dandridge going on the inside of Harry Wills. Oh, does he make it?
He does not.
Oh, he didn't make it. But look how much Harry is sliding around that car.
It's not happy. It's not happy, is it?
No,
he's had a lot of sliding.
It's not happy. And look at the train. There's a massive train backed up behind them.
Oh, Andrew Miller's now joining. And Christian First. This is championship implications because here comes Christian First. And he's been dragged into it. Look at the train. That is beautiful to see. That is beautiful to see because we're talking about the best amateurs we've got here. And they're basically matching each other. And again, down the Oldman Straight. Is that wind still southeast? Yes. Is it still affecting them? Yes. Lee cannot catch up to Yama, and no one can do anything else. In fact, if that Dandridge trying to make a move on Harry, he tried. Will's just gone wide in Sunset. The bumps are there. This is going to be a drag to the first corner. Wills just stays in front as they cross the line, but he's on the inside. Dandridge, if he stays here, he might be able to force Wills to that dangerous inside line. Let's see how they go around it, and no, Dandridge just yields. Dandridge yields. but gets a better inside. The cut
Oh
is
my
there.
crikey! Did you see that?
How
snap?
Will survive that? How Will survive that? I don't know. Dandridge on the inside of turn 2. Still side by side. The sliding car, he finally gets by this Dandridge. Wills will not let this give up. And in fact, beside him is another VRT. And that's Yama right beside him. And now he's in a VRT sandwich.
Harry Wills having to defend the honor of the AMG. The AMG gave up. And it just snapped on him coming through on the outside of turn 1. Oh, a little bit of a touch. Little bit of a touch. But all good. VRT are now 1 and 2. Zachary Yama and Thomas Dangers have now taken the lead from Harry Wills, who's lost 2 positions. He's not going to be happy with that. If he goes up any further, that is Callum Bowman on the inside. Ooh. He was looking on the inside. And we also have Ben Smith overtaking Cosper. Sorry. What happened here?
I've been so fixated, I've not been able to see it. Look.
I saw it. He had a collision.
Yeah, they went side. A little bit of a tap side by side into turn 1. Ben Smith makes it, and then Copa with a little bit of a tap there in turn 2, but everything's all good. Copa loses the spot. He's got Jesse Jones behind him.
Ooh, that could have been so much worse. Ooh.
It could have, woulda, shoulda. Copa has to get that position back, but Jesse Jones right behind him. The dislocated shoulder of Jesse Jones is right behind him. And I have to get back because Yama's almost taking a position on Harry Wills. It's almost going to be a VRT 1, 2, 3 right now. Side by side, they go into turn 1. Who's going to get this? Yama's got the outside for the first time.
That's not Yama, that's Leiden Lee.
Sorry, Leiden Lee, sorry. Yeah, sorry. And they're side by side after turn 1. Does Wills get it into turn 2? He has to play the same move that it's gone to them. They almost touch. Come together, now they touch. Still together into the little S's, the little chicane. Still side by side. They're merging. They touch. Still side by side. They go down the Gurney Bend. Probably they go side by side anymore. I'm going to be running out of superlatives.
They're going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Does Harry Wills go on the outside? Yes, he does. Going into the hairpin. Ooh, that's a little wiggle from Leiden Lee. It's a mistake coming on the exit. They're still side by side going down towards. This is going down towards Tower or Cunningham. I can't remember.
It's Fangio. They're still side by side down into Collier. They can't go side by side into Cunningham. Sorry, not Collier. They do, and I think Lee's giving it up. Wow. Almost half a lap side by side. Give yourself a pat on the back, boys. Harry Wills finally keeps that position that he was battling for that whole time. That is top 10 worthy.
A battle which started half a lap ago only finally ended once it all just sort of came together. And now look at what Liam Ahern sorry, that's Uthman Alawi trying to make his way back through the field. Oh my crikey, his nose is a bit worse for wear. If I'm going to be honest. Good
thing he's got that. Good thing he's got those endurance lights on.
By the way,
that's Lee. Leiden Lee's got by Harry Wills going down into Sunset. And a little bit of a tweak there from Lee on the inside. He hit the bumps. Wills may try to capitalize on this, but again, how many times have we seen it? Side by side, going into turn 1. I'm raising my voice. This is exciting. We're looking at the amateurs, but we've still got the pros to look at. These guys are giving us fantastic battles right now. Lee keeps his position through turn 1, but turn 2, does Wills go for the send this time? He does not. Let's catch our breath. Can we look? Can we look at the pros quickly? There's something happening.
Let's go. Well, there's actually some happening. We see the 5-6 of Jesse Jones and Coper. They are still stuck behind Ben Smith, but Ben Smith is proving a worthy adversary for the Lamborghinis. They're not able to pass him. Now, RSR, they said they probably should have spent more on the setup. Spent more time on the setup. I think Ben Smith is able to give them a run for their money now with the Beamer. And he's able to just to keep her lit, keep her going, keep the. Oh, sorry, that's car in 8th position. Tobias Younger going very wide coming out of. Oh no, he's actually not too bad. He's going a little bit wide coming out of Le Mans onto the Ulmann straight, but this train is just it's a train from 4th. Right?
Yeah, I just want to say you're talking about the RSR not doing a lot of setup time. I mean, this just proves what Ben Smith is doing, that you do not need to follow the trends that people are going. You do not need to go and look at a rate like I was guilty of today and look, well, let's see what's happening in VRS. Oh, everyone's driving Audis. I must drive an Audi. No. Stick to what you know. You know, if you put your time into it, you can make any car good. I mean, who was the guy that only ran Porsche GTEs at Le Mans when Porsche was the worst car? You know, and was still was still not dominating, but was still getting top 5s. If you hone the craft on a certain car, you can do well. And Ben Smith, I think, in the short time this car's been out, has picked up on it. And he's not a 5K driver like Cope or a 4K driver like Jones. You know, he's a 2.5, 3K driver. But he is showing that if you hone, you can make any car work. So this is really good driving from Ben Smith right now.
Zakaria Yama is now in pole position. He is leading his teammate, and they passed him. Let's have a look where this took place.
Just out after sunset into turn 1.
Let's have a look. Here we go.
As you like. Yeah. There's the replay. Easy as you like. He's now got his teammate behind him. Harry Wills has fallen down to P4, where he started. Now there's 23 minutes to go, and we do have mandatory pit stops. So that is one to keep an eye out for. And here's one to keep an eye out for. Christian Furst has finally got past Liam Ahern and Callum Beaumont. He's in P5. And he's only 2 seconds behind Harry Wills.
And he is a quick cookie, so he'll be doing what he can, and that is the move that Zachary Mann made for the lead of Amateur. And this is Christian Furst now. He's trying to fend off Callum Beaumont and Liam Ahern behind him. He's got a professional ahead of him.
Will he use that as slipstream? I think he might be able to use that as a bit of slipstream.
Any car can work. Terms and conditions apply. Does not include the Mercedes AMG GT3. The speed of the Audi can go down as well as up.
I wanted to say any car can work and then go unless it's a Ford. But I was waiting for you to say that. Furst has had a little bit of a wobble through sunset, and Callum Beaumont may get by. Taylor Lane's in the pits. He does have damage. That pro car was near the back of the field. He did have damage. So Beaumont cannot get past Furst. He looks like he wants to try and make a move into turn 1, but cannot make that move.
Furst a second now behind Uthman Alawi.
We'll get it right one day.
Yeah. And he's trying to see if he can catch up, but he was a second a lap slower on that last lap compared to Harry Wills, who was doing a 202 4-on-4. Oh, well, I just ate my own words. I just cursed the man. Went wide coming into the hairpin, so that he's lost a little bit of time. What will the VRT boys be able to do once they pull them off? Now, Andrew Miller and Taylor Lane have both pitted. Taylor Lane's actually in the pits for quite a bit of time now.
Got some damage. He's got some damage. His wing was damaged. I wondered why he was so close to the lead amateur of Yama, and his wing had a lot of damage to it. I reckon he's had a moment somewhere, because the pros were all pretty far away from the amateurs. So definitely something has happened there to Taylor Lane in the fiercely forward car. Not sure what it was. Alawi's going to have a lot of repairs if he wants to keep going with them, but that busted car is doing the best he can, so it's still weird. Yeah, sorry.
Andrew Miller, by the way, he's the only car to actually do this. He's the only car to undercut out of all of them, and he's got a clear track ahead of him, and he's actually doing similar lap times to the lead amateurs. So will he gain time? That is the question.
Yeah, Taylor Lane had massive area damage in sunset a few laps ago, and he's decided That looks to be, it might be Taylor's race done. If he's got aero damage, we'll wait and see.
Oh, he's back out.
He's back out, so he did say that while he was in the pits. Andrew Miller, it's going to be interesting to see what he does, because that is one major undercut, by the way. Lap 7. With just under 20 minutes to go.
Dennis Meisner carrying damage, as is that... No, Dean Timms is not carrying... Sorry. It was the feckin' Passion again. It caught me off guard.
No, Meisner does have damage.
Yeah, Meisner does have damage. Yeah, I thought, what's his face? Dean Timms was carrying damage. And Christian Ferris has actually dived into the pits. He's attempting to do another cut. And he's back out. Off he goes. He's actually a second faster than Miller was, but Miller's ahead of him by a good way. So he'll have to kick it into gear, I think, and try and see where the others are coming out and just put in as good a lap as he can. He's not surrounded by anybody. He's got 4 seconds ahead of him and 5 seconds to his rear. So he'll be looking to see if he can put in some good laps. If he puts in good laps like he was, you know, for when he was trying to catch back up to the rear end of the lead stack, he could be within a chance of getting 1 or 2 of them. But he'll need to... The undercut relies on absolute perfection from the laps. And again, look, we're looking back at this. Ben Smith is still in 4th position. He's still upsetting the apple cart here.
That is one massive apple cart he's upsetting, by the way. It's an RSR apple cart that he is upsetting. And look at it. Oscar basically has to start thinking he might have to start overdriving this car. Later braking. There's nothing he can do. Even Jesse is struggling. You know? Now, granted, if Oscar stays in this position, I'm pretty sure that would give him the championship. Of course, we have drop weeks and all, but it would give him the cushion he needs. But this is like, again, not many people are driving the... Well, people are driving the BMW, but they're finding themselves a bit more comfortable and a bit more faster in the Lamborghini. But Ben Smith's taken to this BMW really well. I haven't seen a lot of drivers take to the BMW so well, and it's just fit him. And what's he doing right now is, I mean, I wouldn't say it's nothing short of amazing, but he's driving that big car that isn't real at the moment and isn't official until a couple months, and he's beating a car that is real. Does that make sense?
I think so.
The M4 GT isn't an official car yet. It's still in development. Oh, Copa just goes off the grass there. But yeah, this is like, what's the wind right now? It's east. It's 24 kilometers an hour. So when they come down the Elman Straight, I mean, don't laugh at this, but surely that BMW is very big and very tall. It would just suck all the air up, and Copa would have no issue. But no, Copa's got all the issues. The gap is 0.3. And Ben Smith is just going to pull away from them down the Ullman Straight.
He's still faster than down the Ullman Straight, by the way.
Yeah. They're matching time down the Ullman Straight. And yes, you could say it's a setup issue. But late lunge into the pits there from Copa. That was very late. I think he's going to try and undercut.
He's stuck behind a car that's about as tall as it is wide, so it's a cube, and he'll try and see if he can do anything else with it. As we can see, Leiden Lee, Thomas Dandridge, and Zakaria Yama, the 3 VRTs out in force today, just doing their thing, and they're looking like to see if they can get a 1, 2, 3. There is Utman Alawi. Oh, Copa is in for quite a while. He's actually repairing damage.
He's repairing damage?
Yeah, he had damage on the front end. I noticed that. Does he think that is the cause of him not being able to catch up?
But then if that's the cause, why was Jesse Jones? Was Jesse still struggling as well? Now this is interesting that he's holding in. I think he realizes that he can still win the championship without doing a good first result. And no matter what he gets in the first result, it still may be good enough. He is currently, you know, you've got some cars that are near the back, like Alawi. So he's going to be making up a few places. What, he's currently sitting, what, P8 maybe? Where's Hoggard? Sorry, Hoggard's just gone past him. No, he hasn't. Hoggard's still on the lap, a lap down. So yeah, Copa currently sitting what would be P8. And I'm just going to be looking at my stats.
He's not repaired the damage. He might have had an unsafe pit entry.
Oh. Yeah, it's a possible unsafe pit entry. And if he sits in 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, only 32 points at the moment. Of course, we are talking drops, but we're looking at this as like a way to keep it safe, that we know what's going to be happening in terms of the points. That would give him only a 70-point advantage to Jesse Jones, who himself is going to get a lot of points. So Copa will need to do it on the second race. By the way, Teacon's in the pits as well. And yeah, that was a very, very weird pit decision there from Copa, if I'm brutally honest. Almost like he forgot to pit, because that was a very late decision. Yeah, or like Kimmy. Okay, stay out. It's too late. It's too late.
Oh, this is interesting. Harry Wills and Lyden Lee. Harry Wills is now upsetting the Alpha car. It's no longer a VFT 123. The Twisted AMG looking to get revenge. It's the revenge of the AMG.
You know what? I think there's a little bit of damage to the back of Lyden Lee's car. Just a touch. Yeah, just a little bit to the back right of Lyden Lee's car. It's a little bit of damage. Don't think it's making a big difference. But they have to be careful right now, because you've got Alawi, who's not battling them at all. And I think he realizes that there's a battle in front of him. He doesn't want to stir it up. But where has Wills found this pace all of a sudden? 4 or 5 laps ago, that car was just sliding all over the place, and now it's matching the leaders of the amateurs. Harry, are you now doing mid-race sandbagging?
Mid-race sandbagging. Oh dear.
Oh, he's gonna hate me.
Christian first, by the way. 202.460. I think that is the second fastest in amateur right now. So he has to keep this up. He has to absolutely nail it, tooth and nail, every time he does a lap. Calvin Dent, by the way, is in the pits, and he goes into his box. Bang.
But the issue Christian's got at the moment is he's running 2 seconds faster than the car in front of him, which is Christian Stockel. And that's going to be that will be a bit of an issue, because he has to get by. He needs to get by. But where will he get held up with Christian? Will Christian let him through? And if he does get held up, how long will he get held up? The gap is 2.3 seconds. So by the end of next lap, Furs will be coming past Christian Stockel unless Christian decides he wants to start pitting. So we'll keep eyes on that. By the way, Oscar Copa is literally in front of those guys. So whatever happened in that pit stop has really turned things around, and this championship might go down to the wire. And in fact, we were saying how this Lambo cannot catch the BMW. Well, Jesse Jones doesn't have much damage, but he's struggling to catch Ben Smith. All right, okay. Jesse Jones did dislocate his shoulder, but the Lamborghini should be fast on the straights, right? This BMW's just pulling away.
Now let's see. Where is Stockel? Is Stockel going to let him by? Because this gap is closing massively.
He is. That's a good move from Stockel. I think he realized, seeing that Christian did pass, and yeah, they're just acknowledging it. Christian lets Christian by. That is good going by both of them.
And Jesse Jones is still trying to chase down Ben Smith. Milan Tikin's having to do a pit stop to undercut, or to attempt to undercut. Remember, everybody does have to pit, so where will that set the order? Right now, Ben Smith would...
Tough to see where they're going to be. It's tough to see where they are going to be, in all due fairness. And by the way, Lyndon Lee's lost the pace a bit now. He did do a fast lap, but he is still second behind Harry Wills. We'll keep eyes on that, of course. With the more these guys battle, the more it's going to be interesting for Christian Furze coming out, especially with the times he's setting at the moment. But Harry Wills right on the back of Thomas Dandridge. It looks like he's managed to control that car after the slide issue. As I say that, he's
well, yeah, you just cursed the man.
Yeah, I just cursed the man. So that's 1-1 for both of us. But he is catching these VRTs, and Dandridge is unable to catch Yammer at the moment. So that's really interesting. Really interesting to see that. And every time I see Ben Smith, I just want to keep an eye on Ben Smith and Jesse Jones. But welcome to the 45 minutes of Rob and Craig are absolutely baffled how BMW can outrun the supposed OP Lamborghini.
How do BMW work?
Like I said, you know how I was saying, like how people will probably look at results and go, or look at like setup shop times and go, oh, that car's faster this week by 0.2. Oh, I'm going to run that one. Yeah, it's the same right this week for IMSA. The Lamborghini's faster than the BMW, but I'll tell you what, I think I'd rather drive the BMW. But Chris Daines is currently driving in the pit lane. Now this is what we're looking for, because now Armstrong comes in as well. Will everybody else come in? Here comes Ben Smith. Here comes Jesse Jones. Will Younger come in? Younger stays out. But we're keeping an eye on Daines. He's in the pits now. Where is Milan Tikins? He's on the middle of the Ullman Straight. He's coming up to the markers for Sunset. He's turning around Sunset right now, and Daines is out of the box. And he's got the first box, so he is right there on the line. He guns it. Tikins 10 seconds. What has Daines done? He's gained a lot of time over Tikins.
He spent 7.8 seconds in the box. Tikins spent 11 seconds in the box. So
that's not 9 seconds.
But he lost. He was. He would have been. What has happened to Milan Tikins? What's going on?
Oh, I'll tell you what has happened in the pit lane though for the lead amateurs. Not only has Harry Wills missed his box, he went into the back of Thomas Dandridge.
Ooh.
So Dandridge does have a little bit of damage, but it's nothing on the wing, and he comes out ahead of Yammer. Ahead of Yammer, and look at this. Seriously, look at this. Dandridge, Lee, Yammer, and then Wills. The positions have cycled again for the amateurs. And also, where's Christian Furze? He's nowhere to be found. He's only just come to turn 1. That is what, 5 seconds between that and the leaders.
It's all gone wrong for somebody. I have no idea who.
And look at this. Wills is. You know how Miller took this super undercut? Miller's right here with Yammer and Wills, and they're trying to go side by side with Yammer. It's not worked. He's trying to go around the outside of hairpin. Not worked. And Harry will go, thank you very much. I will take that position. So, the 5 cars are still practically, the same 5 that were racing at the front. They're just in different positions now. Dandridge, Lee, Yammer, Miller, and Wills. That's right, Miller got Wills back, and they're side by side coming around into Tower right now. Who gets it first? Wills is on the inside, but I think he might have overcooked it. Can Miller come to the over-under? He does. Side by side down the Flying Fortress Straight, and Miller's faster in that BMW. He's going to take it through Bishop, and into Jean-Bien. He does have it, so Wills will have to hope he's got some speed on this BMW going down the Ullman. I don't know why I almost said like a rhyme.
It does sound like you're trying to run. 3 laps to go, by the way. And it is... Well, it's kind of turned into like a what on earth has happened race, because Milan Tikins went backwards, and now Armstrong is there. Ben Smith and Jesse Jones are in a battle. And then we have VRT 1, 2, and 3. Well, ignore the Lamborghini because it's a pro. But ignore it for now.
Yeah, ignore Uthman. Actually doing pretty well with that damaged car, in all due fairness, but I'm confused. Like, you know what the funny thing is we all, for the first few weeks of the season, we were talking about how it's RSR 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're on their own. This is the VRT show now. Forget that. You've got Dandridge, Lee, and Yama all together. Like, this is fantastic to see, and also a testament to how they have improved over the season in these outings. So, really good to see. Does it have championship implications? Well, I think we could say after these races that the titles are wrapped up. Of course, penalty points and everything do make a difference. We will not be able to know the full, the full standings in case there's any penalty points at the end of the race. We'll keep an eye on that, of course. But it is getting darker. 6 o'clock now is the sim time. Under 4 minutes to go. I'll tell you what, my lap timer is showing dead on 22.00 laps. Dead on. Chris Daines controls the fate of the whole field right now.
Well, he's 9 seconds ahead of everybody else. How does he control the field?
Because it's lap 21. My ticker's showing 22.00. So he could take it 1 more lap or 2 more laps. You see what I mean?
Ah.
You know, and then you've got the question of... just seeing Neil Butler take a position over Callum Dent. That's at the back of the field. That's P8 for Butler in the Ferrari. Yeah, so that is what it's going to be like. It's going to be a case, really, of who, what does he want to do? Because if that number doesn't shift, we're on white flag. But it may be he crosses the line with like a second to go, and they're going to go around again. I've never seen this, Rob. This is really curious right now. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen because we still got the VRT guys battling. In fact, Lee is trying to get by Dandridge, and Harry Wills is off! Harry Wills is off! What has happened to Wills? He's lost it! That car has slid one too many times, and he is off!
And let's see, and around he goes. Oh.
Right, so the lap times are 2:01, 2:02. So I'm watching the time tick down as Daines comes across the line. 2:03, 2:02, 2:01. This will be the white flag. Barney's got his white flag ready. This is definitely white flag territory right now. We are going to have... This is in a final lap. So it will be 20... You see what I mean? Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say. It's white flag. I've lost my words. I've lost the words. I've run out of words. It's just been an amazing race. Is that Christian Stockel slow? He's just got a little bit of damage, letting some cars by, but he is a bit slow. Actually, he's crabbing. Oh, he's in the wall.
Oh,
he is it. Oh, yeah, he's crabbing.
Oh, I can see why he was crabbing. Looking into turn 2, he's fine. And then he goes into and there's a Armco wall ready to greet him, and oh dear.
Yeah, he's off once again. I think he wants to keep going, but that damage is very strong, especially with the leaders coming by. Just has to keep there. Now, is there a battle brewing between Teakins and Armstrong? I wonder. There is a nice little battle brewing between these two for the final lap of the race. And then we keep an eye on the amateurs. Those 3 amateurs are still battling each other. I'm not sure which is the best one to look at right now. But at the same time, I think Lee's got to move on Dandridge. He doesn't know. He's a bit too slow. Let's get back to Armstrong and Teakins because they're coming to Jean-Bien. And their race is almost over with Daines 10 seconds ahead.
He'll be at the end. He's there. Like, look at this gap. This is a massive gap. Daines was just like, all right, lads, I came here to play.
He knows. Look, he's slowing down. He knows. He knows. Chris, finish. Finish, come on. Finish. Don't do Lee Eggerson. Finish. Well, he's finishing. Teakins will, he takes victory, and Teakins does take the P2, by the way. And Ben Smith, unless there's a late heroic, and there isn't, Ben Smith beats RSR in a BMW.
Now back to the amateurs. Where are they? They are on Le Mans corner now. Does any of the three of them make a move?
Very silent as we say that. Does anyone make a move? Silence. The answer, unfortunately, is no. I can't see it. I cannot see it. So, as they come around the line, Thomas Dandridge, he's just going to make sure he navigates Sunset. And Leiden Lee and Yama spun! Yama spun at Sunset! Can he get this going in time? Callum Beaumont's going around the corner, and he has to yield. He's going to lose all the places. He can't get back on the track safely. Thomas Dandridge takes the win. Leiden Lee takes P2, and Yama loses P3 at the final corner.
Oh!
At the final corner, and Beaumont will take P3 in the amateurs, followed by Heatrick, Miller, Furs, and then Yama.
Furs absolutely handed a lifeline, by the way. He went from 1 to... He's now 6th in the class. Leiden Lee doing a spin. And that was race 1 of 2.
The car just bounced. I've never seen that. Wow. I'll let you go for the results, by the way.
Let's go through the results.
Go on, then.
Chris Daines in P1, winner of professional class. Milan Teakins in 2nd place. Armstrong 3rd. Smith in 4th. Jesse Jones in 5th. Tobias Younger 6th. 7th was Jonathan Hoggard. 8th was Neil Butler. Calvin Dent 9th. Uthman Alawi in 10th. In 11th was Thomas Dandridge, winner of amateur class. Leiden Lee in 12th. 13th was Callum Beaumont, 3rd in class for amateur. Oscar Coper, unfortunately, having that pit stop incident. And as we see, Chris Daines attempting to do a spin. I think the car's a bit too stiff for that. He needs to do donuts. Oh, kind of has it. There he is. And 14th was Oscar T. Coper. Matt Heatrick in 15th. Andrew Miller 16th. Christian Furs 17th. 18th was Zakaria Yama. Harry Wills 19th. Liam Ahern 20th. Dean Timms 21st. 22nd was Mark Bailey. 23rd was Daniel Merchant. 24th was Taylor Lane. Christian Stuckel 25th. Simon Dodd unfortunately had a hardware failure. Dennis Meisner had damage. Louis Egerton, I think, also had issues, and Will Egby, as we saw at the start, just was not the start that he wanted.
Whew. I think you're gonna get iRacing asking you for some more audio clips, Rob, because that side by side by Harry and Leiden, wow, just that was so fun to watch earlier on in the race. And it started not at the start of the lap either. It was like almost on the exit of Sunset. So at the end of the, it was just fantastic to watch. So I'm still taken aback by that, but some great fit. And you've got to feel sorry for your Yama. That is such a shame for Yama.
Yeah, and he had it in the bag as well. Everything was there for him. And then at the final turn, it just went, no, I will do a Louis on you.
No, I'm not having that.
Well,
not having that.
So Louis caused his own accident.
Yeah, come on. I'm not having that. That bump caught him out of nowhere. And to be fair, you could see that Yama wanted to get back on the track as fast as he could. But it was like, if I get back now, I can't get myself straight in time. I'm going to cause a wreck. So he lost he lost another 3 places trying to get back safely. Doing of course, it's hard to say it, but it was the right thing. Getting back safe, because there's no way coming out of Sunset you can make a save like that. So yeah, I still feel sorry for him. What a race, though. What a race. And we've got another race to come.
I have no idea.
And Andrew Miller saying the early stop, the undercut, really did almost work.
Yeah, but he put too much fuel in. He said that as well. If he had put just the right amount of fuel, I'd say he'd have been right up there.
That is a shame, but yeah, that could have been something as well. The undercut really doing well, but I think that lap, the close to an extra lap thing, probably caught them off guard as well, because they were about 10 seconds away from doing another lap. So, maybe in that situation, Andy might have been okay, with that extra fuel, because the others may have had to do some fuel saving. So that's one to think about. It's not a coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's a what if situation.
Exactly.
But Ben Smith, yeah. Oh, the BMW is not fast compared to the Lamborghini Ghost Stunt people. Oh, it's situational. No, forget it. Ben Smith just proved the BMW is competitive. That's all I'm saying. Race what you want, people. Even if it is a Ferrari GTE around a racetrack when nobody races it. Race what you want.
Now, let's wait for the next session to come up.
Yes, let's play elevator music.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I wasn't expecting you to do proper elevator music, but that's fine. Rob, I have to say, I've got something to say, and you might be very, very shocked.
What?
Because I made an impulse buy.
What was this impulse buy?
I bought myself the Lego Ferrari 488 GTE.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
It's the Ferrari. It's in red.
As it should be.
It's the AF Corsa 51 car that dominated for them. I'm halfway through it. It looks fantastic. But, yeah. I just thought, I cannot tell Rob because it's red. And he will just be like, but you don't like red cars.
But you don't like red cars.
It's a nice livery, but can people stop running it on iRacing? Please.
No.
Okay. I tried.
That's not going to happen.
If you had a paint scheme like the Raidillon TV car, it might be different. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
While we're waiting for the second session to load up, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for watching Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. If you like what you see, hit that like button and the subscribe button on YouTube. A shout out once again to TrackCams22.com for providing these cameras, which was that the revolving camera around the timing tower in the pitch black? That was an interesting camera, but no, they have some fantastic cameras.
There's an iRacing blimp. I didn't even know that existed on Sebring.
Yeah,
Well,
it's Sebring. It's an American track. Also, our Discord link underneath the video as well. By the way, we're almost close to 2K subscribers. I just realised that. I mean, that would be nice.
But when you need to subscribe.
But when you think it was only, what, 2-3 months ago we were only at 1K? That's quite a good reach. So,
yeah.
Looking forward to that. Now, if you want more, this isn't our last broadcast of the year. It's my last broadcast of the year because even though I'm in self-isolation, I'm not staying up until the early hours of the morning, but Rob is for the RSL Americas series. So that's on later. But we kick off the new year with something we didn't do last week because something called Christmas got in the way, which is the European Sprint Series at Watkins Glen. And oh, Rob, Rob, I was watching some races last night. It looks amazing around Watkins Glen this week. That's all I gotta say. I mean, forget what happened in the Huskenveld GT Challenge on Sunday. I don't think that's going to happen in the European Sprint Series on Friday. But it's going to be some great racing. I have seen some fantastic stuff in the racing I've seen. So that promises to be good. And then, of course, on Sunday will be the Huskenveld GT Challenge at Brands Hatch. So 2 tough tracks coming up for our broadcasts.
Say again?
2 tough tracks coming up for our broadcasts.
Say again? I'm only kidding. We are going to wait. The session is actually going up as we speak now, I think. So while we wait for that to get going,
I'm hitting the refresh button. It's not working.
Bono, it doesn't work.
Please. Oh, there it is. Ha! I found it before anybody else.
Ooh, well, aren't you? So I thought I found it before anybody else did.
Louis Eggerson has actually counted the points so far with the drop weeks attached. And it's very different than what I thought it would be. Because apparently with drop weeks, the gap is 1 point. Oscar 648, Jesse 647, Milan 627. Now, if Louis is correct, and he's probably got better brains than I do.
Well, that isn't. I was about to say that wasn't hard.
Everyone's like, broadcasters, you need to know this. It's 1 point. It's 1 point. It's like, yes, I know it's 1 point. I'm looking at it right now. I'm telling them it's 1 point. We see. Look at it now. It's 1. Okay. So everyone's talking about it. Can somebody give us an update on the amateurs, please? Does anyone have an update on the amateurs? Alright, I need to stop looking at Pascal on Discord. I need to stop looking at Discord. Police, I wish to report a murder. Rob, what have you done?
What? Did I report a murder? Did I do a murder? Hello?
No, I don't know, but... Yeah, so... So no one knows the amateurs, so that's handy, but apparently, yeah, the gap is 1 point with drop weeks. Did not realise that.
Lyden Lee wants us to refer to him as Mr. Sebring.
No.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. He did a spin around Sunset on the final lap.
No, that was Zachariah.
Oh, shit. It was? Oh, no.
No, we're not calling Lion Lee the Mr. Sebring because Chris Danes, it was an alien today.
Give me the LMP. The LMP is the ESS coming around here this year or this season in Sebring?
I believe it's. I want to say yes. Now, why do I want to say yes? I mean, I should know. I helped make the schedule this season, so I should know these things. And I will tell you, no. No, unfortunately, it's been round already. Week 1. Week 1 was Sebring, so it has been round.
So we missed it.
No, we did it. I could have thought to myself, we've done Sebring a bit earlier. I was like, we've done Sebring sometime in the last few weeks. Wonder why? Oh, that's why.
They keep saying it's 1 point, by the way. They keep telling me it's one. I know it's 1 point. I know. I know.
Hey, Rob.
What? You dare say it's 1 point?
I don't know. I don't know the points. I don't know the points for the amateurs.
Neither do I.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Pascal has something for me to tell you.
What?
Tell Rob, please, it's 1 point. He doesn't know. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, okay. Do you want to go on a break or something? And I'll take over.
Yes.
So, there's points at hand, ladies and gentlemen. You know, just in case you didn't realise. Of course, drop weeks. With the whole thing with drop weeks, this is only a guesstimation. And then, of course, penalty points and other points and points for the best result in the dance competition. That's right, we do just dance afterwards. And then, you know, after that, there's a tiebreaker. It's done on Guitar Hero. Sorry, not Rockstar. No, I was a Guitar Hero man, not a Rockstar man. I was Guitar Hero all the way. And then if there's still a tie, max 300 on hardest at DDR. And that's it. And if you can't do that, well, I can't do that. You know, I couldn't even do it when I was a kid. Anyway, no other motor racing news happening over the week, so it's all been very quiet. Aston Martin finally putting on their plinth outside their factory, saying that they are a Formula One team, which. Wow, I can't believe I'm seeing Aston Martin Formula One team, because, you know, I just remember Aston Martin. Aston Martin's always been that team that's just dominated, or you know, been in Le Mans, you know, been in sports car racing, WEC. So yeah, it's weird to see them in F1. And the joke, of course, monkey paw curls. Yeah, you get Aston Martin in F1, but they're out of WEC now. Like, no, just a factory team. I mean. That's one thing I'd like to see in the future, because GT Pro, look at WEC, not IMSA, because it may happen in IMSA, I don't know, but WEC, you get your GT Pro and your GTE AM, and what it's basically turned into now is GT Pro is the factory teams, and GTE AM is just the teams that buy a car off the factory. I don't like that, because that's not how I remember things. You know, especially with the old days of Le Mans, where, you know, Pescalaro would probably buy an old, you know, like a year-old car or something, you know, or another team would buy a year-old Audi or something and run that in that Le Mans. You know, you get it. So I'd love to, like, I love the Pro and the AM. You know, we've got it here. It's a great system. But I'd like to see customer teams, more customer teams in Pro, because if it just turns into the Pro is like, you know, factory teams, then what's the point of calling it Pro? You might as well call it GTE factory and GTE customer, and that's not the point, because it's done on the thing. Now I can't remember who the team was during the final race of the season. They were forced to go up to Pro for the last race of the season because they had to change their driver, and the only driver they could get in would result in them not being overqualified for AM and having to go to Pro. Someone will probably correct me, but yeah, I don't like that. I like seeing a customer team in Pro, but I want to see more. That's what I'm trying to get at. You know, it's easier, of course, I guess, when it comes to LMP2, because the companies that make the LMP2 cars don't have teams in WEC. Dallara don't have a racing team. Acura's got their own in... Is it Acura? Do you make one? I think they've got their own team in IMSA. Yeah, that's another thing I'd like to see, you know, as well as now the new regulations for the LMH LMHD or the LMHP, wherever it's called, the new hypercar prototypes that they're coming into, which are going to be spec for both series. I'd like to see, that's a start, but I'd like to see IMSA and WEC not merge, but just blur the lines. So we get you get it now as it is, but you don't see it a lot. You just see hey, Porsche America's driving. Nick Tandy's going to go over there for IMSA and do that for them. So that's what we're going to see. It's the least amount in one round. So yeah, Louis Eggerson's just checking the drop rounds, and he has got it official. It is 1 point. Rob, it's 1 point. He's going to kill me. He's going to absolutely kill me. We're about to go green. We're about to get gridded then. A reminder for the pros. Oscar Copa, 648. Jesse Jones, 647. Milan Tikin, 627. Why is a 1 point so beneficial? 40 points for the winner, 32nd for second, 34 for third, then 31, 28, 25. It goes down in basically 3 points. So this 1 point gap means everything because you basically have to be ahead of the next car. That's it. And especially when it comes to the situation, Oscar Copa, with that slowdown, puts him in P4. And that is crucial for him right now. Because while he's there in P4, he's on the second row. You've got Jesse Jones, 10th. You've got Milan Tikins, 13th. At the back of the entire pro field, sorry. Not the amateur. Ooh, forget about the amateurs. Christian Furz. Well, we can't forget about the amateurs. Christian Furz currently sitting 24th overall on the grid. Thomas Dandridge, Leiden Lee will be 28th and 29th respectively. And Leiden Lee, what are you doing? Leiden, what are you doing? Leiden, just backing out. I think somebody's not taken the grid. Yeah, somebody's not taking the grid. Or I see. Leiden's basically being on the back row instead of being on the second to last row. I see what he's doing now. Leading off the amateurs for this race will be Dennis Meissner and Simon Dodd. But Dennis Meissner will determine everything. Then Christian Stockel, Daniel Merchant, Mark Bailey. So, again, unfortunately, we do not have the point spread for the amateurs. But yeah, it's 1 point. It's 1 point. Rob's probably having an aneurysm right now. A 25-minute lap. A 25-minute lap. 25-minute race. About 13 laps, maybe 12 laps. It's going to be between 12 and 13 laps. All depends on how the pace goes. What are we looking for? I'll tell you what we're looking for. We're looking to see who comes out ahead out of Oscar Copa, Jesse James, and Milan Tikins. That's all we're looking for. The suspense is killing me. I wonder what's going to happen. It's only 1 point. I'm just going to hammer down the fact that it's 1 point. This is Brazil 2007 all over again.
Is that Timo Gluck? Oh, so you said Jesse James.
Did I say Jesse James, did I?
You did. Yes, you did.
Oh, wow. Good singer, Jesse James. Good shit singer. Are you ready, Rob? Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you sure?
I am fully prepared.
25 minutes, Rob. We know what the second race usually brings, but we know the implications right now. Oscar Copa has to finish ahead of Jesse James. It does not matter what position they come in.
You said Jesse James again.
Oscar Copa has to come ahead of Jesse Jones. That's all we need to know. I'm ready. I am ready. My body is ready. This is it for the final time of the season for the Racing Sim Rigs. Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. It's the slow run down to the Oldman into sunset. It's daytime. It's 27 Celsius. It's 3:35 in the afternoon at Sebring. Rob, let's do it.
Let's do it. It's to come around the final corner. Ooh, crikey. Ooh, they're coming around now. Ooh, this is the moment. What happens? You can see them in the distance. And off they go. And just... Ooh. It's to come around the first turn. That is Louis Eggerton on the inside, battling Taylor Lane. And Oscar Coper is looking on the outside.
Oh, 3 wide! No! And there's more chaos. That is Taylor Lane getting hit. There's a traffic jam at the back of the pros. Traffic jam at the back of the pros, and that's James Armstrong spun around. Oh no! He's trying to get himself right. Dennis Meiser side by side with Simon Dodd as they start. The amateurs start to come around. They're still side by side. Looking around, there's a tweak there from Simon Dodd, and he's taking out Dennis Messner. No idea what happened there. No idea what happened. Was that a little bit of a tweak? Did the car get a little bit unsettled? I'm not sure. But that was bizarre.
Here's a replay. And let's see what happens. Oh, Simon Dodd.
He lost it. He lost the car. And he's off now. He's off again. And he is out there in a big incident. He goes into Christian Stockel. Dennis Meissner's off the road already. This was afterwards. He slows up and Daniel Merchant goes into the back of Dean Timms. And then behind Dean Timms, that's Harry Wills. Harry Wills went off. We've had a 6-car accident in the amateurs.
Callum Beaumont, Christian Furs making it through, though. That is the main thing. And where is Harry Wills? Harry Wills, he's actually doing fine. The car doesn't look... Oh.
He had a car go on top. He had a car go on top of him. Of all the places for there to be an accident, right under the bridge as they go into the Gurney Bend was not where you wanted one. The narrowest part of the track. And unfortunately...
Like, the damage wasn't too bad when I was looking at the back. Like, it looked like a really nice flying car. And then you just turn around and it's like... Oh.
Yep. Oh. Right, Oscar Coper. He lost a couple spots on the start of the race. He's gained a couple. He lost 1, he's gained 2. He's up to P3. That's all he needs, is to keep ahead of Jesse Jones, who's currently in a battle with Tobias Younger. Tobias Younger's going to send it into T2. They're side by side. They haven't touched. That's massive netcode. Massive netcode there. Wow. Wow.
Let's go to the chopper. Our resident chopper. Let's see Jesse Jones going wide. Let's see this. Oh, crikey. Yeah, that was a massive netcode, to be fair.
That was... I mean, I've seen worse, but for where it was, that was... You know, especially for the impact, that was big. That was quite a big impact. So, still keeping an eye. Oscar Coper is trying to catch to the back of Louis Eggerson. Now, I gotta be honest. I mean, he could just basically stay behind Eggerson all race. And he almost gets rear end from his teammate, having to check up for Louis Eggerson. Oh man, I should not be saying play it safe. Just drive your own race at the moment, I think, is the issue right now. If he starts worrying about playing it safe, I think that's going to happen. Caught out there by Louis Eggerson, just having a little bit of a braking there. So what happens when they come around Le Mans? I think he's got the better line. Yeah, he's going to get this. If he gets by... Oh, hello. What's Eggerson doing?
There's issues at the back. That's Calvin Dent all around. Let's have a look at what happened.
No. Ooh, sorry. Eggerson and Coper went touching. And it looks like they can't make it. Coper can't make it. He's always going to go to the back of Eggerson. He's turned Eggerson. Oh, and he's lost He gained that position, and he's lost that position. Sorry, while you're watching other stuff, I do apologize.
I need to replay all of this now. Oh no.
Championship implications you are watching. There is damage to the front of Copa's car.
Louis is not... Ooh, Louis, come on. You can keep it together, fam.
And that was just so weird. And Egerton was doing the big defend down Ullman. But that was about it. And now, of course, you see this battle with Taylor Lane trying to get the... Who's that making a send? Is that Jonathan Hoggard? Why around the outside of the hairpin goes Jonathan Hoggard on Taylor Lane? Wow!
How? How? What? I'm speechless right now. How did he manage to...
So am I! How? Excuse me? Yeah, sorry.
Christian Ferris, by the way, battling Callum Bowman, and Harry Wheels also in the mix. Christian Ferris, all he needs to do is keep where he is. I think he's already almost secured it. As long as he has a good result the second time around, he's definitely got it in the bag. But he needs to close in as best he can. And does he have... He's going to take it safe, I think.
Shout out to Callum Beaumont, though, making up a load of positions at that start. He's made up 12, as has Andrew Miller. 12 positions both of them have made up overall. Just from that start, just from that chaotic start. In fact, Andrew Miller's leading the amateurs. That's how big it is. He's leading the amateurs right now in that BMW. And just trying to see other stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit... That's crazy. So that is Miller leading the amateurs with Beaumont in P2. Liam Ahern was in P3. Sorry, now he's in P2 and Callum Beaumont's in P3. And Christian First sitting behind them in P4 with Harry Wills just behind. So, all happening at the moment. So I'm still trying to catch my jaw. Pick my jaw up from that move around the outside.
Oh, Harry Wills going onto the dirt, onto the grass. Almost losing it. That front end's carrying a lot of damage, but he's still making it go around somehow. Somehow, some way, he's making it go around, and I'm surprised that he's able to do it with the damage that he's gained on that front end. Calvin Den, by the way, he's actually falling backwards towards amateur. He needs to pick up the pace. Let these guys get on with it. Let's see, where is Egerton? Egerton is in 9th. He's chasing down Jesse Jones in 8th. Got a good bit of damage on that front end.
He's got damage on the front end? He does, but he almost got flipped. How's he only got that much damage? I'll tell you what I am looking at, though, because Copa's trying to pull away from Jonathan Hoggard after Hoggard made that sensational move. And now you've got this gaggle of 3. Hoggard in 4th, Lane in 5th, Smith in 6th. And let's throw Chris Danes in, because Danes is just alien pace at the moment. Did a 2-minute 5.83 last lap. He might go faster with the slipstream, but these 4 cars are all towing each other towards Oscar Copa. And Copa's like, just battle, please. Just battle. Look, I need this P3. I know Jesse's not there, but I need this P3. Please stay where you are right now.
Oh no, Louis Egerton's in the wall. At the start-finish straight. He's in the wall.
Oh, he went to the grass. He went to the grass, and oh, that's a heavy hit. Is he crabbing? I would not be surprised if he's crabbing. That car's not looking good. That car's not looking good. Steering wheel straight. I'm not sure how. Because that was quite a hit.
Tobias Younger also having issues. Ooh, crikey, he's got a lot of damage.
Oh, wow. And that wing damage is not going to help him there, so I'm not sure what's happened to Younger. He's had that for quite a while, though, actually.
His steering wheel is definitely not. Yeah, his steering wheel rack is bent quite a way.
Yeah, he's had wing damage for quite a while. So that's an interesting one. I'm just trying to keep an eye elsewhere. Copa's extended that gap, by the way. You can see on the timings. The gap now that Copa's got is 1.5 seconds. Wait, you can see the gap to the leader, and you can then work out backwards if you're quick with the math. But the gap is almost 2 seconds now. So doing well as we see. That's Chris Danes getting past Ben Smith. Danes is on another level today. He's going to get past Taylor Lane and then Hoggard. Could be upsetting the apple cart here because his alien pace is starting to... It might make Copa sweat a little bit. I want to keep my eyes on this right now as they're coming down the Ullman Straight. Now, is there a wind right now? It's a northeasterly wind. So it's about the same as before, but the wind is not as heavy as it was. So it shouldn't cause too much of an issue compared to what it was the first race. But you can see it is causing issues. Danes, Lane having to both just still tuck in behind Jonathan Hoggard right now in that Mercedes. Is there going to be a move from Lane? I don't think there is. Hoggard knows what he's doing. He is a pro driver for a reason. Can Lane go around the outside of turn 1? He does not get the line. Just loses the grip. And in fact, he's going off. He's going rallying right now. He's going to lose that position to Chris Danes. Danes just gains another lap. And he was the third fastest car out there at that last lap.
Another lap.
What did I say?
You said he gains another lap.
Okay. He gained another lap, yeah. Chris Danes is that good, he's gained another lap. was not aware of that. By the way, were you aware that Callum Beaumont is battling Liam Ahern in the amateurs?
I'm sorry. What?
Were you aware that Callum Beaumont was battling Liam Ahern in the amateurs?
Now I do, yes.
Well, there you go. I don't think there's going to be... They're coming down to the hairpin. Not going to be any big moves going at the moment, but the gap between them is about 0.5 seconds. They've got that battered Audi or Tobias Younger in front of them. But the VRT of Liam Ahern battling Callum Beaumont. This is for second and third in the race. Harry Wills is behind them a second, and then Christian Furs is just catching, and that should be enough for him. Actually, if he can get past Harry Wills, I think that's it. Forget about it. Right, Oscar Copa's had a moment. Oscar Copa has had a moment. He's had an off. What has happened to Copa? Oh, he's lost it at Collier. He has lost it at Collier. This is implication for the championship. Off at Collier. Jesse Jones is right behind him. First and second in the championship. Right next to each other as Copa had that off. This is... Rob, get your Murray Walker voice out.
Look at this. Look at this.
Thank you. I've got no words to say, but that's all I could think of. Yeah, 2:04.942 was the last lap. So he's in a battle now, and in front of him, Ben Smith trying to get by Taylor Lane. Now, if those two just hold himself up, yeah, this is the issue. Because now Copa's right behind him, and it pulls Jesse Jones in. So now Copa can't make another mistake. He had all that. He had that free space between himself and Jones. And now he's on the defense. This is not where he wants to be. And of course, he does have damage to that at Lamborghini. Will that affect him? But look at this train.
The literal train of... Well, pain for Oscar and joy for Jesse, because Jesse can make the move anytime he wishes to. As long as Copa is right there in front of him, he's not going to get away. And Ben Smith is back in contention, being able to say, hey, Oscar, remember when you couldn't get by me the first time around? Here's attempt number 2. Try it again. How about that? See how far you get.
Oh, man, that's horrible. The gap is 0.3 between the two of them. There's 11 minutes left in the championship. Yes, the championship. This is the last race. In front of them, that looks like that's Ben Hoggard going side by side in a battle with Chris Danes. Those two are weaving and slicing and dicing and weaving. And it looks like it's a ballerina performance or some performance on ice. As those two are battling, Ben Smith goes side by side with Taylor Lane into Sunset. Ben Smith may make this. Now can Jesse Jones just clip in? This could be the bookmark he needs, and he can't make it. Jones is going to continue to catch on to Copa, as still in front of him, Smith and Lane side by side. Down to turn 1. Who's going to blink first? Oh, who's going to blink first indeed, because that looks like Lane's going to get it. No, they're still side by side. Still side by side after turn 1. And this is not what Copa needs. He does not need this. He needs one of them to give way. Lane finally holds onto it, but he's slow out of turn 2. Slow out of turn 2, and it almost comes together. So they're all bunched up again. This is the worst scenario for Copa to win the championship.
0.3 of a second separates him from his teammate. If Copa passes and holds the position, he will be the winner, with the big W, and the big W for the championship, really. But all importantly, he has to get past. Christian Furs is passing Harry Wills right now on the inside into the hairpin. He doesn't make it. Oh, he didn't make it. And he outbroke himself coming through. And now he's battling Harry Wills. So this is also implications. He needs to maintain as many positions as possible. Harry Wills not going to make it easy for him.
Now, what's happened to Ben Smith? Sorry, Ben Smith's just yielded. And not only did he yield Copa, he yielded Jones. As somebody told him what's happening behind him. I think they might have, and now Copa's got free space. Copa with a slide through Le Mans! And he saves it! He saves the position, but here comes Jones! Will he make the move into Sunset? That is the question. He's looking. Copa goes for the defense, and he has to yield. Oh man, that was a moment. I saw that car going sideways for Copa and thought that could be it. And he kept that car safe. Oh man, that was a close one. But now he's on that. Well, he's lost that toe a little bit in front of him of Taylor Lane. And he's just got Jones right behind. And Ben Smith wants to play spoiler because Ben Smith will want to get some places for sure. No, he's gone up again! No, Copa's gone! Copa's gone, he's on the grass! Can he keep it safe? He keeps it safe and he just avoids. But he's lost 2 seconds. There is 8 minutes left in the race. The gap between Copa and Jones is now 2.5 seconds. The pressure has got to Copa.
Oh, that's a jump. And he kept it out of the wall. But Jesse Jones is now 2 positions ahead of him. Will... Ooh. Oh my.
Ooh. You know how I was joking about how this is like Brazil 2007 all over again?
This is becoming Brazil. Yeah, this is even worse.
This is Dubai. This is Dubai 2010.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, was that Wills getting hit from behind? From who was that behind?
That was an Audi hitting him behind.
It was Yama.
Oh, he was getting held up. Yama thought he was going to go, and it's unfortunate, but it has happened. Leiden leads.
Danes in the wall. Danes in the wall. Chris Danes got himself up to P3. Clipped the grass coming out of Le Mans. And he has spun and he is slow. He has damage. Copa gets by him. What is the gap now between Copa and Jones? It's 2.8, 2.7, 2.5, 2.4. What has happened to Jones? He had a slow sunset. He has. We'll try to keep an eye on the amateur, but this is the battle that is brewing. 2.6. What is the gap now between Copa and Jones as they cross the line? It is 2.6. Copa did have a slow lap, of course, because he went off, but he is trying to match. But when Jones puts a green, puts a 2:07, well, a 2:686, not much he can do. Copa is pushing. Now, if Milan and Will swap positions, Milan would have been champion. Oscar is the champion, it seems. Louis, please explain. I thought there were drop weeks still involved. We've got we cannot do. Sorry, at the top of our heads, we cannot do the live championship. We do have our statistic man for the day. We just literally just slapped a sticker that says temporary staff on him, and it's Louis Eggers is going through as we talk about it. It's like that scene in Avengers where Tony Stark just goes, "Okay, yeah, you're officially an Avenger now. Yeah, just go, Louis. Just do what you got to do."
My first Avengers movie. Hi, my name is Avengers.
Right, let's get back to the seriousness of this because the gap is slowly closing. There's 5 minutes remaining. And yeah, Louis Eggerson will probably, will probably confirm to us as he does have the point standings. He has worked out what the drop weeks are for us. He's not looked at the amateurs, but we're pretty sure that does belong to Christian Furs. We're just mainly looking at the pros. I mean, at the moment, yeah, we've got to say that Andrew Miller is leading the amateurs, the race, not the championship.
Udman Alawi battling with Will Egby. Will Egby is about to lose the lead. He has.
Come on, Will. Yeah, go on.
I mean, I'm trying to sound more excited because it's very exciting racing, but that first race, oh my goodness gracious.
Okay, so Milan could only win the championship if he won this race. Well, we knew that. Oscar needed to finish P2 to P8. If Oscar retired, he would be champion. All Oscar needed to do was retire to win this championship. What about the 1 point you were blabbering on about for the last 30 minutes?
Why my boy Jesse Jones? Jesse's ahead.
Jesse is ahead, but the gap is 1.2. That's the final piece of the puzzle. Louis! All comes down to the drop round. Of course we know it comes down to the drop round.
Where's my math for my boy, Christian Furs?
Louis, you are Ted Kravitz. Get back to the pit lane. We need more information. 3:16 remaining. There's going to be 2 laps left. The gap between Jones and Copa is 1.2. No, you've got the capacity, Louis. You can do it. The gap is 1 second between Jones and Copa. And then at the front, you've got Hoggard and Lane still battling. You've got Egby and Alawi still battling. I mean, there's battles where you look in the key bits, the key places. But what matters at the moment is, I think Copa's starting to get some slipstream.
Ooh. Oh no. It's 2 laps left.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It is big. It is championship implications. And just behind, by the way, there's there's Ben Smith overtaking a damaged Chris Danes. Danes might try to... Oh my word, he does. What a counter send from Danes to hold on to that position. But Ben Smith will try and get this back. No way he can go, really. This is some really nice battling behind them, but Danes holds on to it. But with that damage to the wing, for how long can he hold on for it?
Chris Danes, he ain't no slouch. He be racing.
Right. Yeah, sorry. I keep looking at this. I keep looking at the battlegrounds, at the championship standing. We will have to go over it, but next season Next season, one of us must calculate these things better.
I think we need a spreadsheet. We need a spreadsheet.
I need some. What do you take for a headache? Ibuprofen.
Yeah, ibuprofen. Yeah. Oh, and yeah. Ben Smith going wide, coming out of Cunningham. So he's lost the back end of the Danes a little bit. What happened to the... How you doing, Tommy? What happened to the Ford GT with no rear body kit the other day? A big crash happened.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. A big crash happened. Well, up front, Alawi is still holding off Egby. They're coming down to sunset. So we're about to see Barney for the final time this season as the white flag. Well, not the final time. He's about to wave his white flag for the final time this season, though. Here we go. Last lap of the RSR World Series. Alloy battling Edgeby. Meanwhile, Hoggard is holding off Taylor Lane. Jesse Jones has a 1.3 second lead over his championship counterpart and teammate, Oscar Coper. What is going to happen?
What's going on, Bill?
I don't know. What's going on?
What is going on?
Oh, that was Will Egby! Will Egby's in the wall! As we went away, he lost the car into turn 1. Tried to correct it, spun, and he is in the grass.
Oh. At least he didn't hit the wall.
True.
But he's now down many positions. And Taylor Lane's now in the mix with Jonathan Hoggard.
Yeah, they've got their podium, but who wants second? Who wants third? That's the big question. Lane trying to find the moves. He cannot. At the moment, he is unable to find anywhere to go. He's still got a little bit of damage on the back of that fiercely forward Lamborghini, but he's battling this Mercedes. He's struggling to get by, and Hoggard is on the edge as he's weaving this car. By the way, that gap between the two RSR guys is down to a second as they're coming down to Ullman very shortly. It might be too late for Coper. We'll wait and see. Lane and Hoggard now coming down to Le Mans. And I'm just trying to see, does any of them get a better line out of there? Hoggard actually got the better line. Taylor Lane was a little bit slidey. They do see Alloy in front. But it's going to be all for nothing. Alloy's coming around sunset right now. He's just got to survive the corner. Survive the corner. And oh! Taylor Lane went for a late move, but the inside was blocked. So for the final time this season, Alloy's going to take it. Here's a sprint battle for the second place. Taylor Lane's going to get second place in the race. Brilliant move. Now what about behind them? Jones takes fourth and Coper takes fifth. We await the points. We await the points.
Where is my boy? Christian Furze, he's in fourth position. So I think he's done it.
Well, Andrew Miller's about to cross the line. He will take victory in the amateurs in the BMW. Liam Ahern will come by and... No, Callum Beaumont will come by and take P2. And then Liam Ahern will take P3. And here comes Christian Furze. He does take P4. And yet, that might be enough. Whew, sorry, my voice is gone after that.
We cannot confirm anything. So we'll wait until the announcement confirms it. But we can confirm the race results. That's all about we can do.
Well, we can do NASCAR stance say unofficial, but bearing in the penalties.
Yeah, we don't. We have no idea. We have no idea.
I'm just needing to change my camera angle because donuts are making my FPS drop. There we go.
Now,
would you believe donuts dropped my FPS by 40? Anyway, back to the results. I'll do them because I think you did the first time. Alloy did take the victory for RSR. The stand-in driver takes victory from Taylor Lane. 4 seconds. Taylor Lane with that fantastic finish against Jonathan Hoggard. Both of them battling in the final corner. And Lane does get P2 over Hoggard. Then, two RSR boys, Jesse Jones and Oscar Coper. Overall, Coper lost just 1 spot. But those 2 mistakes could cost him. Chris Daines comes home in 6th, followed by Ben Smith. Then Milan Teekins finishes 8th. Will Egby will finish 9th. And Calvin Dent will finish 10th. Now then for the amateurs. Callum Beaumont will win the amateur division. Followed by Liam Ahern will be in P2. Then a couple... Am I missing... Hang on. Am I missing an amateur driver? Somebody was 3rd and they're no longer 3rd.
I have no idea.
Well, Christian Furze was not 3rd. Anyway, Tobias Younger and Neil Butler for the pros. Followed by Christian Furze for the amateurs. Leiden Lee for the amateurs, and it's going to be Matt Heatrick, then Thomas Dandridge, Takaria Yama, Dennis Mesner, Daniel Merchant, and Mark Bailey. And then a lap down each for Harry Wills and Andrew Miller. Miller was the one that was there, wasn't he? What's happened there?
Wait, Andrew Miller won?
Yeah.
What the
Andrew Miller won, but it's reading a lap down.
What?
Who got him disqualified after the race?
What happened?
Anyway,
What happened?
James Armstrong finished 7 laps down. Louis Eggleston, 8 laps down. We saw that incident on stream. Christian Stockel, 9 laps down. And Simon Dodd and Dean Timms, 12 laps down. And it was unfortunate what happened there. Simon just clipping the grass. But what's happened here? What's going on? We said a BMW won the amateurs today. Hello? I saw a name slide down the list when I was going over them and thought, what on earth?
What happened?
Yeah. Anyway, I don't really know where to start, where to begin, where to end after that race, because this was probably the best race of the season.
Yeah,
Do you agree?
100% agree.
Absolutely great driving from everybody today. I'm still in shock and awe about that overtake that Jonathan Hoggard had, by the way. I mean,
around the outside and the hairpin, how?
I'm just gonna watch it back myself, and I think it was just it was a late block by Coper. No, it wasn't a block by Coper. It was Taylor. It was Lane trying to find a way around, and he was just there before Lane could do anything. But that was not on my radar.
That was nuts. That was nuts.
Yeah. I'm not really sure who to give the driver of the day to. It's just been, it's everyone, because Ben Smith, fantastic driving the first race. You've got, unfortunately, the VRT guys did a great race, and it was unfortunate what happened to Yammer in the first race. The drive up the field, definitely for Andrew Miller in the second race, and then getting disqualified or something. I'm not sure what happened there. Some good driving all the way around, some fantastic driving. Who we won't forget that moment side by side with Harry Wills and Leiden Lee Ivor as well. So everybody, give yourself a pat on the back, because that was brilliant.
I think that is the best way to end off, because there's going to be random draws and etc. happening. But
I think what we'll do is, I'm going to say something that you'll never do, and I will say we'll put the championship result on Twitter, which is at Raidillon TV. We will try and mention them on our Discord. I'll link to the Discord below. But if we don't, I might, when we're waiting for the start of European Sprint Series, might inform everybody the result if we know them. I think that's the best way to go, because we're out of time for the RacingSimRigs World Series, Rob.
that is it, yeah. The final race of the season and the final race for 2020 for the RacingSimRigs World Series.
Yeah, so I've mentioned our Twitter. Our Instagram's the same tag. I've mentioned our Discord. Once again, shout out to trackcams22.com. All I can say really is, if you like what you see, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and any donations, anything will be appreciated. We're not going to force anybody. We do have memberships as well on the channel. We are back later for the Americas series, I believe, but first race of the new year will be the European Sprint Series every Friday, of course, 1900 GMT at Watkins Glen. Then Sunday, the Huskenveld GT Challenge at Brands Hatch. Thank you, everybody. Even if you are just watching to watch your team race in the RacingSimRigs World Series, thank you for sticking with us through the season. Thank you for watching the thrills, the spills, the crashes, the drama, the racing, the moves. Thank you very much. But until then, I've been Craig King.
And I've been Robert O'Brien.
This is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need.